This is the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Alright guys, so welcome back. It is a new year, and I'm going to address the elephant in the room, of course, which is my 2017 10th Gen Civic Si. It has been gone for a minute. I left you guys with no update. It's been rough for me because, I've dumped so much money into the car, and I just don't really, it's a rough subject to talk about because I've been trying to get my mind off of it, but also I'm not making content. So what's going on? Let's start way back at the beginning. Let's start way back when I put on the PTP turbo blanket. I put it on. Oh no, that was before. All right, let's start with the PRL big turbo kit. Put that on. Everything's still not sorted with that, but the car runs. And it runs halfway decent for having the RV6 big turbo tune on it. As soon as I start the car again, it just is doing the bullshit smoking, intermittent smoking issue that has really gotten on my nerves for the past couple years. For those of you who have been watching since I started making videos on the car, it's just been, it's been hard. It's been hard. I've been trying to go through every single thing that it could possibly be, starting with getting the head rebuilt, doing a new head gasket, doing head studs, going to the PCV system, doing the PCV valve, stuff like that. Because I know when you run ethanol in the cars, they're really not meant for it. They can run up to E30, but you got to think about the rest of the PCV system and the just all the rubber stuff in the car that's not really meant to withstand ethanol, especially if you leave it sitting in there for, a longer amount of time, I guess you could say. Like if your car sits around, you don't drive it every day, whatever. If you don't run the tank out, it's a very corrosive fuel. So there's that. So I went through everything. I checked the oil drain. I checked the oil feed. I got a whole different kit now. Nothing's working for me, and I had the whole head rebuilt, supposedly. I'm not 100% sure on what had actually happened because I didn't do it myself because obviously I didn't have time. I work. So sure enough, I pick up the car, and the car is still smoking. So where do I go from there? There's only one thing left, and of course I'm kind of avoiding it because it's on the more expensive side, which is the block. So I brought it to somebody else. It got compression tested, cylinder 2 compression tested too high. It compression tested as if it was having a wet test and not a dry test. So there's too much compression in the cylinder, so obviously something is messed up in the cylinder. Don't know if it's rings, piston. I'm leaning more towards rings, but obviously I haven't taken the car apart. So my whole thing was, well, maybe I could pull the motor out, rebuild it with some new rods and pistons and get the thing homed and call it a day. And then it's like, at that point, why not just buy, like the TSP block per se? Like, why not just go and do that? We got the CSS, and then obviously upgrade the oil pump gears at the same time. So why not do that? So that's why I have been so quiet. I am not complaining that I don't have any money, but these things are expensive. And I think just ordering the block because I don't want to give my core, but I might have to, is $4,700. So, these things are expensive, and I try to take pride in what I do. I try not to cheap out and create more problems for myself. So, and on this build, I've been dumping a decent amount of money on quality parts. So I'm just going to keep that going, and hopefully after I get this block, I'm not going to name names about what else is going to break, the transmission, but we're going to try to go for the TSP build block. I'm not upgrading the fuel system. I'm totally over it. I just want to drive the car. I just want to drive the car. I don't even care if it makes 5 more horsepower than the stock block did. At least I have the reassurance that, you know, it's reinforced. So I don't have to really worry if I'm running a stronger tune with, you know, bigger bolt-ons, a turbo, all that stuff. I don't really have the, you know, anxiety in the back of my head that, hey, this thing could grenade when I'm going on a 4-hour road trip or something like that. Because obviously I moved to Florida now, and, you know, everything's pretty far. So that's where that lies. You know, I don't really have much else to say about the car because it's just, you know, it hurts because so many of you came to the channel because of that car, and I understand that, and it's been really bothering me that I haven't been making videos on the car, and I'm trying to do other things, but like the EG, you know, I needed to get it running to get it down here, so I bought a swap, put it in 2 days, and, you know, I filmed that, but it's not really my thing right now. I wanted to really be working on the tension. But now I don't want to dump any more money into this because I want to keep on saving to buy the motor for the tension. So what do? I don't want to put out content to you guys that you don't necessarily like or don't necessarily want to watch. But at the same time, I don't want to stay quiet and think, you know, have everybody think that I'm gone with the wind, you know? I'm still here. I'm always going to be working on cars. I'm always going to be doing what I love to do, which is, you know, tinker around with this stuff. I'm not trying to hide anything from you guys. I think this year is going to be very good for the channel. I think we're going to get a lot of stuff done. There's more racetracks here. There's more stuff to do. So all I got to do is put in the work, and I just really don't have the dime to put out right now. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys. That's about it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in. Just a quick update for the new year. Peace.